All right, class. So today we are going to be working on how illustrators play a humongous role in storytelling, and how people say all the time that pictures can speak 1,000 words, and that is very true. So illustrators have to use that tactical for their job in helping authors tell the story. So today we are going to have some fun and look at different books. And one of the books that we're going to read together has no words on it, and it just has pictures and how the pictures tell the whole story. So when I read the story to you, I am making up the words myself just by telling you what the picture has. That's all the information I know about it, and so that is how we're going to do that together. But first off, we need to talk about how key details in our story are important to illustrators. Like when an illustrator is writing a story, drawing a story, they look at key details, and that is mainly what they draw. So illustrators have to know the story before they actually draw it themselves. So today we are going to read a story called Pancakes for Breakfast. It's a fun story about making pancakes for breakfast. And you can look at the pictures with me and we'll read it together. All right, pancakes for breakfast. So it was a cold, snowy day at the little old lady's house. She was all snuggled up in her bed when she had just woken up to a snowy, snowy day. She decided, wow, I really think that I would like some pancakes for breakfast. So she gets up and she's doing her laundry and thinking, pancakes sound amazing right now. She puts on her apron, she goes to her cabinet and gets out her recipe book on how to make pancakes. She then looks at her recipe book to determine everything that she will need to make these pancakes that she is just craving so much, and she cannot wait to eat them. So the little old lady gets out her big yellow bowl and her flour and puts it all on the table and is getting out all of her ingredients ready to make her pancakes. She sifts her flour. And then, when it's time to get out her eggs, she realizes, oh no, I have no eggs. So, she goes out to her barn outside, she puts on her coat and her hat, and walks out in the cold, snowy weather to her chicken coop to get her eggs. Once she's there, she finds the best possible eggs that she can to make her delicious pancakes, because she only wants the best eggs for her pancakes. She sets the eggs down beside her flour, and it's time for her milk. Well, what do you know? She doesn't have enough milk. So then she heads back outside. She heads back outside in the cold, puts on her coat and her scarf, and out she goes to the barn. She then milks her best cow to make her delicious pancakes, because she wants everything to be the best possible. So as she comes back in, she dumps her milk that she milked from her cow into her milk jug. And now it's time to churn some butter. So she puts the ingredients to make the butter in her churn. She presses the churn down a few times like she normally churns butter. She puts the churned butter in a bowl and puts it down in a big red bowl and puts it down beside her pancakes. But oh no, she doesn't have any syrup. So the little old lady decides, what can I possibly do to get some syrup? So she puts back on her coat and her scarf and her hat, and out she goes back out in the cold. She goes to the nearest little old man that sells syrup. He gives her best syrup for her pancakes. Now the little old lady thinks she's perfectly set to make her pancakes. As she's walking home, she can't stop thinking about how she's going to mix it all together and flip the pancakes and how great it's going to smell in her house and how she's so excited to finally eat these pancakes that she's been waiting for. So the whole way she's walking home and just cannot wait to eat these. And oh no, as she walks in the door, she is stunned. She sees her cat and her dog have gotten all in her pancakes. All in her ingredients are all over the floor, and she is not happy. She's so sad, but then she smells something. So she follows that smell all the way to her neighbor's house. She asks them, "Hey guys, are y'all cooking pancakes in here?" They say yeah. She tells them her story, and they, of course, let the little old lady eat some pancakes with them. At the end of the day, after she's full of pancakes from her sweet neighbors, she cozies up by her fire and enjoys the rest of her snowy evening. So, guys, what do we think about that story? Do we think that the little old lady? Do we think that the little old lady got what she wanted? And did you see how I had to make up the words because there was no words on the page, right? So we are gonna have some fun doing that ourselves. I have split you up. I have gave each of you your own book. You're not gonna read your book. You're just gonna write down what you think the story says. So it has very detailed pictures in each of the books, and I want you to write down what you think the story says and how it goes. You can write down your key details, the order, how it goes, how it ends, the beginning, the middle, and the end. And then at the end, we will discuss that and you'll turn it in. So you have about 10 minutes to do that. All right, so now that we've done that, you all did such a great job. I'm so proud of you all. Now we're going to have a little fun making our own storybooks. So I've made you all a 10-page booklet. It has nothing on it, it's just blank white pieces of paper. And you are going to come up with a fun time that you had in the snow one time. I want you to draw, no words, just draw pictures on each page and tell the story of a fun time in the snow. Then at the end, after everyone's done drawing, I will give you a partner, and your partner and you will get your partner to read your book, and then vice versa, you will read your partner's book. And the partner will tell you if you did a great job at understanding their details, if they had good details in their stories, if their pictures were really good. I understand not everybody's an artist, but we're really going to try our best and have fun with this. This is just a fun experience for everybody to learn how to draw key details. I want you to have fun, draw what your story says, let your partner read it, y'all talk about what you wrote and what you drew and how you got those details, and then we're going to look at that all together.